Yes, welcome back to another video. This is gonna be my first ever video in my proper setup. So yes, right now I'm standing. I don't know if you can figure that out, but I've taken this desk way up and I'm standing right now. And yes, I'm so excited. I hope the background, everything is proper. I have this plant here and this lamp here just to elevate the vibe and the mood, and this mic here from Archer. So I hope everything is set up, everything is proper. So today's video, as you all read from the title, it's about my TED Talk experience. Yes, for those y'all who don't know, I am a TED Talk speaker and I gave a TED Talk last year in around somewhere in November. So I'm going to be talking about everything, how I got this opportunity to how it was actually speaking in front of so many people at such a huge stage. So yes, let's get into it. Talking about this opportunity, I think I got this opportunity from my Instagram only. So I have my email on my Insta, and the students and even the faculty, the teachers at ABES Engineering College, which is in Ghaziabad, they found my profile interesting, and when they were deciding on whom to call for the design part, they knew that they were going to call me. That's what they told me there. So they instantly knew. Even the teachers, I was surprised to see that the design teachers right there also knew who I was, because I thought my audience are only like students and like people who my age, but I was shocked to know that even like such experienced people from industry and such people do follow me and do acknowledge my work. So that was great to hear. So yes, I got an email around in September end that I have been invited to TEDx ABES. I was shocked getting this email. I was like completely shocked. I didn't know what to I didn't want to tell everyone, because wo nazar lag jata hai and whatever didn't happen. So yes, I only told one of my best friends, and she was so excited, and we both had kept it in us, like we both didn't tell anyone. But I was slowly preparing for my script, because this was gonna be my third or second speech, and it was such a huge stage. It was TEDx. So yes, I couldn't believe I was gonna actually give a TED talk, and I wasn't gonna believe it until I actually go and sit in the plane. So I started preparing for my script instantly, and I had a few friends helping me out with like the English and stuff, because my vocabulary is very bad. If you know me, you know my vocabulary is very bad. I make so many spelling mistakes, and I just wasn't confident in myself to make the speech. But actually I only made the entire script. So took a few help of a friends, and what I want to do in this TED talk, I didn't want to just focus on myself. Okay, I didn't want to keep the TED talk all about me. Obviously, if they're inviting me, they expect me to talk about my journey and how I came this far and what all I did throughout the way. But I also was gonna talk about and leave some insights to the people listening and watching. So started my presentation talking about design and what graphic design is. There's difference between there's a lot of misconception of what graphic design actually is, and what is good design, what is bad design. Talking about Don Norman, who is the father of UI UX design, and how his theory of how doors are badly designed, and now they are called Norman doors. If any door is badly designed, it's famously called Norman doors. So I started with that, and then dheere dheere karke, that was my script, and then dheere dheere karke I led to my journey. So this is all what I prepared for it, and everything मैंने iPad पे prepare किया, and I made the entire presentation on Keynote. Keynote is an app where you make presentations on iPad. So the reason why I made it on Keynote, because I was gonna take my iPad. I didn't want to take my laptop because it's very heavy. It's like almost 2 kgs. So I knew I was gonna take my iPad. So then I took that and I made the presentation there and I sent it to them. And everything was sorted, and I was just having conversations with the people there. I had like 2 point of contacts who were very helpful throughout the entire journey. Anything I needed, they were right there with just one phone call or even like a text message. And yes, after that, I quickly was it at the time was very near. Think it was around 12th November. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. It's been quite long. Yes, it's right now like March end. So yes, after that, I got my tickets on email. I went to Delhi airport because it was in Ghaziabad. It was like 45 minutes from Delhi airport. It was like on the outskirts of Delhi, and yes, I went there, and surprisingly I was wearing this exact same hoodie at the airport. And when I went there, they greeted me so nicely. They took all my bag and all. I was like, "Don't, no need to do this. I'm like the same age of you, and no need to treat me like someone like, oh my god." But yes, the hospitality, like the way they greeted me and everything was very nice. I had a tour of the college. I had seen, I'll put it up on the screen. I had seen this huge banner of my face, and I was like, oh my god, is this really me? But like, bro, that was crazy. Like seeing that, it was like mind blowing, and that is when it hit me. Oh my god, like I'm at this stage where I can be a little proud of myself. So yes, वो हुआ. उसके बाद गेस्ट हाउस में गए हम लोग, and then गेस्ट हाउस में I was changing. I was like changing my clothes. I was also very, very, very nervous. I didn't show it in my face. Maybe I did a little, but I was super nervous because जब like you have to calm down and all. But then जब जाते हैं, when you see so many people, when you see the college, when you see your posters and banners, इतना pressure comes on you, and then you just are not ready for it. And but yes, जैसे जैसे करके I went to my guest house, changed my clothes, took like washed my face and everything, got ready, and then I charged my iPad and took it, and then I had went for lunch. Actually, I have lunchtime going on, so I met a few other speakers who were there. I made really, really good friends and amazing people from different industry. One was a wildlife photographer, one was a dancer and a YouTuber. One guy, he was like such a popular guy in like the tech and coding type of background. And there was another chef. So everyone from like different backgrounds. And me, this guy, he was like 19 years old. He's from like design background. Everyone was so big, like everyone was like 25 above. So yes, it was interesting to see and meet all those people, and I'm still in contact with them. Yes. After that, so I think I remember the names. So one was Suyash. He was the wildlife photographer, and he makes amazing documentaries, and pictures he clicks are amazing. There was Love Babbar. I think everyone must be knowing him. So yeah, those all people were there. And then was the chance. Finally, I went into the stage and I looked at the audience behind, and I was like, oh my god, let's not look piche wapis, because once you see the audience, like you freeze for a second, because uske baad your number is there. Like, so I sat ekdam aage couch pe, and I just wasn't looking back. There were a few people also calling my name, but I wasn't looking back at all. I was just keeping a straight face. Then there was a few band performances, and then it was the final time where I had to talk. I had to go on the stage, and everything comes down to this moment. Everything what I've done comes down to this 16 minutes, because TED Talk is usually has to be around 16 to 18 minutes. Can't be more than that. So then what happened is they called out my name. I went. Everyone clapped so much. That moment lifted me up. And I ran up to the stage. I got the mic fitted. So I went to the stage, but I then went side mein, not to the main stage, because वो camera mic लगाना था. Mic लगाया. Then I told them कि please मेरा record करना, मेरे को reel बनाना है. So in the back of the mind also I was looking for the content thingy. But yes, I went with the remote in my hand, and I went bit on that red circle जो stage पे रहता है. I had to stand there. I ran and I went there. And yes, I took a deep breath because I couldn't see anyone. मुझे कोई नहीं दिख रहा था. I was wearing the same cap, but a different jacket and all. I couldn't see anyone. There were two reasons: because it was full andhera and the spotlight was on me, and second, the projector was literally on me and like behind the screen. So it was good I was wearing a cap, but now I would have like had to close my eyes because projector was very, very harsh. But yes, it was also a good thing I couldn't see anyone, because I was talking like this right now. I cannot see anyone. But yes, I messed up in the start a little. I started really well, but then I forgot my script a little, okay, and the presentation was also lagging a bit. I messed up a little bit. I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, bro, what I'm gonna do now? But then I covered it up, and then I made it seem like I didn't mess it up, and it was just a part of the entire thing. And then dheere dheere karke, as I told you what my script was about, talking about Don Norman, talking about my experiences and looking at signages and how I get inspiration by going outside my zone, outside everything. And talking about graphic design, and everything went so smoothly. There was a joke also I cracked, everyone clapped and laughed, and there was a concept which I was showing, everyone clapped to it, and it was an amazing feeling. It was the most life changing moment of my life ever. And when I ended my speech, I took out my phone and took a video, and that was so emotional. Everyone cheered for me. It was like my first time doing that. So yes, that was it. Then after that I went, so all the photography and everything was going on, and after that we went backstage where everyone was waiting outside to meet me. Like, it was crazy. There were so many people. They had to escort me to my guest house, but I was like, let it be. I don't need an escorting team and all. Let everyone meet, because I want to meet everyone. कुछ किसी को कुछ पूछना है, they want to ask me something, they just want to meet me and say hi, let's meet, why not meet them. So yes, so many people came up to me, so many pictures we clicked. The vibe was very nice, very nice. A lot of people asked me that how do you do this, how do you do that. I was like on the spot telling them how I did it and how they can do it. So many doubts I cleared on the spot, like. And there was this guy who surprised me with like a poster. So he like made it on Photoshop, and he surprised me with that. That was really nice. And yeah, in general, everything was great. I met all the faculty members and the team members of ABES. Everyone was super good and super nice, and really glad this college was my first TED Talk, because it was great. It was amazing. And then yeah, after that I packed my bag. Next day I had to sleep there only. Next morning I had to leave. So the two point of contacts of mine, they quickly came 4 in the morning to book a cab for me and to send me to the airport. And I was really like great and happy. It all went really smoothly, and you all must have seen the pictures I posted on my Instagram. Yes, I look so cool, right? So I look as if I've done something great. But yes, that was my experience. And the funniest thing is, in my guest house, I had forgotten this cap. This cap right here, I had only this one. This तो I recently got abhi लाया मैं. But this one I had lost it, and I went to Jodhpur airport. मुझे को शादी attend करनी थी. So I went there, and I realized at the airport, Jodhpur airport, कि oh shit, where is my cap? I was panicking. Everyone was worried. Everyone was like, क्या हो गया? पैसे घूम गए, wallet घूम गया. And I was like, no, I've lost my cap. And they were like, bro, Anik, come on, get a new one. But they don't know how much this means to me. And yes, this will be the OG cap. Even though I have a new one now, this will remain the OG. Yes, it was in my guest house. I called Shruti, who was my point of contact. She quickly delivered it to my house here in Bombay. And bro, I was relieved. I was like, I can't lose this cap. I just can't. But yes, other than that, experience was crazy, life-changing experience. I can't wait to give more TED Talks, hopefully to have more speeches, and to just meet a lot of you guys. And I met so many of you all. The vibe was amazing. So yes, that was my TED Talk experience at TEDx ABES. Yeah, this is my first video in my new studio. If there is any changes you all want, if the sound is echoing, if there's anything, come on, this is your channel. If you all want me to improve at anything, just let me know in the comments. I reply to each and every comment on my YouTube. Insta pe nahi hota because there's a lot of comments, but YouTube pe I'll reply to each and every one. So yes, this was my experience at TEDx, and I hope to make more videos. Next video is mostly gonna be about graphic design portfolio, or a video on Tagdora. So yes, stay tuned for that. See you later. Bye bye.